From their origin, school dress codes have always been a form of censorship.
Public school dress codes began when high school students were suspended for wearing black armbands in protest of the Vietnam War.
Their lawsuit made it all the way to the Supreme Court, where the teens argued that this was an infringement of their freedom of expression and free speech in the case Tinker versus the Des Moines Independent School District.
The court nonetheless decided that schools were allowed to prohibit clothing deemed disruptive to the education or a violation of the rights of others.
Nowadays, items such as hats, hoods, and do-rags have been broadly banned as being quote-unquote threatening, while skirts, shorts, exposed female shoulders, collarbones, and ankles being deemed as quote-unquote inappropriate.
This silences cultural differences and invites conformity to the majority set norm.
Many believe that showing exposed skin in school is inappropriate. This is clear in dress codes that state policies such as, quote, clothing must cover a student's torso, midriff, and backside and have sleeves or straps, end quote. This emphasis on midriff and shoulder coverage prominent in these dress codes is targeting female students. Boys are allowed to wear shorts that show their knees and t-shirts that expose their arms and have no issue. Meanwhile, girls get dress coded for showing their shoulders, thighs, or any other body part that would not be provocative if it was not being sexualized by staff. When girls are called inappropriate for wearing quote-unquote revealing clothing, then they are taught that, as children, their bodies are inherently sexual and up to viewership and commentary from adult men.
A common argument is that dress codes cannot be sexist because they apply to all students equally. While most dress codes in BPS do not have different rules for different genders, the rules target items of clothes mainly worn by female-presenting students. For example, rules regarding the length of shorts apply to all students, but shorts worn by and marketed to boys are usually much longer than those worn by and marketed to girls, meaning that boys' clothing will pass dress codes while comparable items for girls will not. Dress codes are often credited with creating a better learning environment. This is emphasized in many dress codes with statements like, "These standards help foster a secure, appropriate setting where all students can focus on their educational goals and flourish." When female-presenting students have to spend their time worrying about whether or not a teacher or administrator is going to punish them for their shoulders, then they cannot focus on school as much as they should be. Additionally, when students are dress coded, they are often forced to miss class time to change into quote-unquote appropriate attire, which disrupts the learning of everyone in the classroom.
School dress codes are policies rooted in prejudices that result in the policing of Black and female bodies, but not all schools are failing to respect their students. For example, the updated dress code in Portland Public Schools is a very inclusive policy that's meant to make female, trans, and Black and brown students feel safe and welcome in school. This policy allows students to wear hats, crop tops, and other articles of clothing that have been penalized by dress codes in the past. This is the way all dress codes should be, allowing students to express themselves in whatever way the students feel is most appropriate, comfortable, and beneficial to their learning.